Okay, so it's 12:13 a.m., 27th of March 2024. Today's video diary is for the 26th. And if you can't tell from the tone of my voice and my energy levels, I didn't sleep again last night. Now, why is that? Honestly, I don't fucking know. I was just thinking about what if, I was just scared. Like, what if I don't make it happen? What if this doesn't happen? What if this doesn't happen? And every single time I would fall slightly to sleep, I would just jump up, you know. So I have to make it happen. Right? If I don't make it happen, I genuinely feel like I will do something illegal or something that I shouldn't do. So I have to make it happen. Now, one thing that I want to talk about, get something off of my chest, is I set a sales meeting today. Everything went well. He wanted to pay the invoice when he got home. All right, okay. I said, you know what, man? I trust you. I sent him the invoice and I said, pay it at home. And I'll see you on the Sunday where I'll onboard you. He said, cool. I said, all right, awesome. Well, just so you know, the deal that I have, it is an incentive, meaning it is an incentive for you to make that same day decision. Okay? And that deal isn't going to last until tomorrow. He said, okay, cool. I said, all right, awesome. So, gonna get it to me by today? He said, yeah, of course. And I said, awesome. It's 12:15 a.m. No invoice. Now, I gotta take full responsibility for that, for trusting him. I shouldn't have trusted him. I should have pushed for it then and there. Should have been that. Now, I'm going to give him a call tomorrow. And I know he wants the service, and I know he's very excited about the service, but this cannot be how we start our partnership. This cannot be how we start our business relationship, where I trust you to do one thing. Literally, the first thing we do when we shake hands and we say, I'd love to do business together, the first thing you do is tell me a lie. That cannot be how we start our business partnership. And that's not someone that I want to work with. So, I'm going to tell him tomorrow. You can either I feel like just because you did that, I feel like your respect for my service has plummeted. Just all of a sudden, just hit the ground. Right? I don't feel like you have any respect for the service. I don't feel like you even feel like you want the service. Okay? So, this is what I'll do. I'll keep the offer valid for the remainder of this phone call. Man, like seriously. Because I know maybe you had an excuse. But that's not something that I want to operate with. I don't operate with excuses. I don't like excuses. Okay, that's just my standard for myself. And I'm not saying that you should have the standards that I have for myself, but I'm just saying I don't like giving myself excuses. So, just so I know if I should be planning for you, for the remainder of this call, the offer is still going to be valid. But if by the time we end this call, I don't get the invoice paid, the invoice is the deposit isn't paid, then I will just assume that you don't need the service, which is fine, right? The only thing that I'm upset about is that you didn't tell me sooner. And honestly, the money is the last thing that I could care about. It's that the contract isn't signed. It's that he hasn't done anything that he said he's going to do. It's the principle. And the clients that I want to work with, obviously, I want to work with them long term, right? But working with them long term, it's not just, well, okay, I get your results and you pay me. That's not the kind of client that I want to work with. We have a culture at Roots Acquisition. And that culture is one of honor, loyalty, and transparency. Mutual benefit and honor. We started this off very poorly. I just want you to know. This was started very, very poorly. And I don't want to be that guy that just chases you up for the invoice every single time I send you one. So, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. I can add you onto a group chat where I give free advice, but that's it. If you can't commit to me, then it wouldn't make sense for me to commit to you. And that's what I'm going to say tomorrow. Because honestly, I don't need his money. I genuinely don't need his money. It's $600. Who the fuck needs $600? What I wanted was a long-term client, and tomorrow's call will dictate whether or not he is a long-term client. So yeah, we'll see. I just had to get that off my chest because it fucking pissed me off. It's very disrespectful. The way that he just said that he was going to do something and just didn't do it. It's just like, it's that simple. But you have to be a man of your word, especially if you're a real estate agent looking to do better with your monthly income. You have to be a man of your word. So started off on a bad foot, but that doesn't mean it has to stay this way. We can say right now we want to continue, get the invoice paid, you get the contract signed, and you keep your word from now on. And we operate with these traits of integrity, honor, transparency, and mutual growth. Now, if you can't uphold these principles, then we will no longer be able to work together. Yeah. He needs my help, but I don't need his money. So we'll see how the call unfolds tomorrow. Keep you updated.